Good morning everyone, welcome back to our travel farm. Today we are heading to Mungo National Park. So this is, I don't know how many days we've been here now in Mildura, but we're leaving tomorrow and we decided before we leave we're going to visit this Mungo National Park. It's a great park. They have figures, rock formations, Mongol Man, Wall of China. So we're gonna see all of those, and we are now driving on our way there. So it's gonna be a hot day today. Yes, and we've rented a car, a four-wheel drive today. The boys are there at the back. They're still sleeping.
Mom, this guy drove past us with a tractor.
Yes.
He was towing something.
Yeah. So it's a great day, and I hope. Yeah, we're pretty early today. Stay with us, guys, and keep on watching. See ya!
Hey guys, we're here at the Mungo Visitor Center, and we're just checking if they have a map so we don't get lost, because we just got lost and we lost a lot of fuel. And driving a 4x4, it actually consumes a lot of gas or fuel. Might get lost. So there's no one in here, but look at that, looks like a bear.
Upon entering the visitor center, you'll be greeted or shown with a lot of readings or information that you can read about the place and what you can do in this place. Like, for example, this one is talking about how old the place is, and the formations that you can see here. And that looks like an animal, like an ancient animal that used to live there. So you can see here, this is the stones that were used by the Aboriginals as a tool, and they even have an instruction manual how to make use of it. And then more stones in different shapes and sizes that they use for their everyday lives. Seem to have a bowl in there, and they've even got mortars and pestles. That's extremely interesting. So all historical stuff's in here, and I wonder what that is. It looks like a bag with something inside it. It looks like an intestine of an animal. And now there's can see here the contact with the Europeans, the first contact with the Europeans. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. I'm not gonna read that to you guys, but sure, it's a sad story really, because Aboriginals were used by the British as slaves. Some of them were badly treated. Children were taken away from them. Yeah, let's not talk about that. I want this travel to be as positive as possible, and we're not reading all of that. What these are looks like minerals or even glasses. Yeah, these are ceramics. So Aboriginals used these tools already during the early age. And that's just a map of the Australian outback in Mungo, which is in the middle. And yeah, we've been to almost all of those places. Here, some Aboriginal tools and jewelries, and yeah, it's just what's written in there is just about the place and history about the contact with the Europeans, which is another sad story really. Here are some of the skeletal remains of animals that were found in this area. Not sure what that is, but it looks like a jaw of an animal. Looks like a monitor lizard. And a little bit of history written in there. Talks about the Mungo woman and the man. that was discovered that changed the history of Australia and an understanding of the first inhabitants of this country. Here's more bones for you to see. I forgot what that is, and it's difficult to read from the video. But these are archaeologists. It's got a historical discovery about the place and the bones and the remains. Yep. It's quite interesting. More bones of animals that were found here. And dating game. And more bones. Hairy nose wombat. Oh, that's a wombat. Biodiversity. More bones and tools. And timeline. Displays. Pioneers. How to establish displays. Oh, by the way, there's not a lot of people here actually, because it was previously a lake. Like, I think the entire place is actually covered with water. And historical documents and paraphernalia. Emu. More tools and oh yeah, that's the first footprint. It was found in 2003. It's a fossilized footprint. And emu, the ostrich of Australia, just in case you don't know. Right, so that's about it. Thank you for watching.
Hi guys, we are now here in Mungo National Park. So we're in the visitor center. We actually got lost and the Google Maps was telling us to go further the other lake, which is the Lake Lighor, but it's way past from where we are supposed to go. So we had to stop and go back and look where we should go. So if you're going here, you really have to plan ahead. There's no signal here inside the national park, but here in the visitor center, there's a signal.
They have huge antennas. They have boosters.
Yeah, so luckily they have that. Yeah, so we're now downloading the map so we won't get lost again. And I also took this guided map from them. Good thing I also have a guided map on my phone. Like it's just a browser cache that has been there. It's actually a PDF that I've downloaded. So that's what I was looking at. And yeah, so we were just going past way too far. So luckily we are here now, but it's pretty hot right now. But yeah, we're still gonna go ahead. We're gonna see the Mungo man and the Mungo lady and the Wall of China. So let's go, guys. Look at that. That is awesome.
See you later,
Nice
Rukingas.
After checking the visitor center, we went to the Walls of China, where 26 kilometers of sand in soil formation resembling an arc or a crescent, which they call lunettes, can be seen at the eastern shore of the Lake Mungo. What's interesting here is the discovery of the oldest modern human outside Africa, known as the Mungo man, where the remains were found to have an ochre burial tradition done with sophistication, performed surprisingly thousands of years ago. It was carbon dated to 40,000 years. Another interesting artifact is the discovery of the Mungo lady, the very first known human to have been cremated. So after about 5 minutes walk, we arrived to where the lunettes are, or the Walls of China. Well, here you can see that does not really look like Walls of China. but it's just a term or something that they use to describe the shape of the entire lunette. And this is a sand formation, as you can see here. And I noticed there are a couple of small, which seems to look like hills, and I don't know what those are made of, but most of these things that you can see here are sand. And when we were there, the wind is very, very strong, and there's a lot of sand going through us. And it is highly recommended that you wear or bring sunglasses, because if not, they will go to your eyes. And it's really, really painful. So you can see Ethan here is struggling and really need to cover your eyes, or else it will go to them. It's really, really extremely painful, actually. This is just information about the place and where the significant discoveries were found. And that's about it for our tour. And before I forget, there's a lot of things that you can actually do here at Mungo National Park. One of them, or a lot of them, can be found online or on the internet, actually. But then we decided that we will go through to the most interesting part of the national park, like this walls of China, where the Mungo man and Mungo lady was discovered. The rest are there's going to be a lot of walking, which we think is not for us or for our family, because the kids would definitely be complaining when we walk really far. You can also do a tour of the wool shed. It's an old sheep shearing place built by the early European settlers. And you can go to the Mungo Lookout, which is actually accessible for people with disability. It's about 200 meters or 10-minute walk from the lodge. There is a lodge here, by the way. So I think that's about our tour of the Mungo National Park. I hope you enjoyed our video. Please keep watching and don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time.